Okay, so dalawa lang kayo. So let's start our lesson. Yung first lesson natin is limits. Okay, so yung limit of ng function ng x, x approaches to a is equal to L. So ito yung ating statement. Okay, so for example, so na-explain ko na yan kahapon, di ba? So let's proceed na sa ating first example. So limit ng f of x x approaches to a is equal to L. So let's assume na we are looking for a function, yung limit ng function. So the function is itong f of x, so alam niyo na rin naman yan. And then we will assume na yung value ni constant a, like for example, itong si a, we will assume na yung kanyang value is, kunwari, let's say, 2. So, ano yan, wala pa yan siyang given, pero we will assume lang sa base sa statement na to na limit of function of x is equal to x approaches a is equal to L. So, let's assume na kunwari meron siyang value na 2 dito. Okay. So, ang gagawin natin dyan is we will substitute lang yung itong 2 na to sa function ng x. So, itong x ay magiging 2. So, let's say for example, meron tayong graph. Let's say we have a graph dito na ito. And then we have 1 and 2. So, most likely ay nandito yung ating 2, di ba? Okay, let's say yan yung ating 2. And then, i-approach natin ito from left to right. Let's say we have this arrow. So, ito yung ating function of x. Function of x. Ito yung x-axis. Ito yung y-axis. So, kung saan tumama yung point na to or itong part na to. So, let's say we have here. So, kung saan itong point na to, yun yung kanyang function. Yun yung kanyang function ng x. Or yun yung kanyang magiging limit. So, ito yung function ng x. Ito yung kanyang limit. Okay, so before natin to before tayo mag-try ng mismong problem, so let's remember lang na dito sa differential calculus or kahit hindi naman ata basta dito sa differential calculus may ganitong rule. So 0 divided by any number is equal to 0, di ba? So kahit anong number i-divide mo sa 0 is equal to 0. And then, ang ating any number divided by 0. So, kung i-check natin to sa calculator, so, kahit anong number i-divide natin sa 0 ay math error. So, math error yan siya pag sa calcu. Pero pag dito sa ating differential calculus, meron siyang certain condition. So, kapag any number divided by 0 is equal to infinity. Siguro din na rin natin masyadong i-explain dito yung part na to. Pero, if ever na ma-encounter natin itong ganito, so I will siguro further explain doon sa part na yon. Pero, for now, hindi muna. And then next is, any number, okay, any number divided by infinity is equal to 0 and 0 divided by 0 is equal to indeterminate. Okay, indeterminate. Okay, yan. Okay, so now let's proceed sa ating example. Okay, so for our example 1, let's say we have limit of ayan. So, limit of x squared plus 3x minus 5x approaches a is equal to L. So, hanapin natin yung kanyang limit. So, there are two ways to solve yung limit. So, but for our case, ito yung gagamitin natin na na way. So, ang gagawin natin is, itong function na to, kaya itong function na to na 4, is isa-substitute natin siya dito sa function ng x. So, lahat ng x na yan ay papalitan natin ng 4. Okay, so, sana yung aking pen? Ayan. So, let's say we have, masakit ba sa mata yung kulay ng pen or okay lang din naman?
Okay lang, ma'am.
Okay lang, sige. So, now we will substitute yung ating value ng 4 dito sa ating function. So, meron tayong x squared plus 3x minus 5. By the way pala, kapag halimbawa ganito lang yung ating function or ang ating equation, so madali lang yan, isa-substitute lang natin yan. But kapag fraction yung ating limit, so mamaya magbibigay ako ng example kapag fraction yung limit kasi meron tayong steps para mag-solve ng fraction na limit. Okay, wait lang. Okay, so substitute na natin ito. So, x squared plus 3x minus 5. So, ito ay magiging 4 square. Diba? Kasi yung x pinalitan natin ng 4 plus 3 times 4 minus 5. Tama? And then, 4 square ay magiging 16 plus 3 times 4 ay 12 minus 5. Next, 16 plus 12 ay 28 minus 5. And 28 minus 5 is equal to 23. And there you go. That is our final answer, which is our limit is 23. Okay? Nasundan ba yan, guys?
Opo, ma'am.
Okay pa naman.
Yes, ma'am.
Madali lang. Madali pa lang dyan sa part na yan. So, let's try ng, ibang example. Okay, next. Let's say we have, ba't may langaw dito? Okay, for our next example, let's say we have limit of Okay, ito. So, limit of x minus 4 all over x squared minus 7x plus 12. X approaches to 4 is equal to L or yung kanyang limit. So, yan. So, naka-fraction na siya. So, kapag fraction yung ating limit, so we have our conditions dyan. Okay, so dito kayo ilagay yung first step kasi medyo mahaba-haba yan. Kaya, so meron tayong first step. So first step natin is to check if okay, medyo mabagal ako magsulat dito. Okay, so first step is to check if the denominator is equal to 0. Kapag yung denominator natin is equal to 0, then we will do a factoring. Okay, so most cases ay factoring yung kanilang ginagawa, but there are cases naman na hindi factoring. Okay, but most cases is factoring. And then, if yung 0 mo naman, ay yung denominator, if the denominator is not equal to 0, then proceed sa ating substitution. Okay, gets ba guys? Okay, S na lang para di na mahaba. Okay, first step is, i-check natin kung si denominator ay equal to 0 or not equal to 0. Pag equal kay 0, again, ifa-factor natin siya. So, for most cases ay factoring, pero there are cases na hindi factoring. And then, kapag hindi naman siya equal to 0, then we can proceed to substitution. Okay? So, first, let's check muna kung equal to 0. So, ang ating denominator ay x squared. Okay, denominator muna tayo x squared minus 7x plus 12. Okay, so we will check if itong denominator na to ay equal to 0 or hindi. So, our function is 4. So, we will substitute the value of 4. Okay, nakalimutan ko yung arrow dito. Baka magmukhang negative 4. Okay, so substitute natin. So, that would be 4 square minus 7 times 4 plus 12. Okay? So, yan na. So, 4 square ay 16 minus 7 times 4 ay 28 plus 12 and then 16 minus 28 plus 12. So, let's do it sa calculator. So, 16 minus 28 plus 12 is equal to 0. So, ibig sabihin, yung denominator natin is equal to 0. So, that means, kapag 0, tayo ay pa-factoring. Okay? So, explain ko lang din pala guys sa bakit natin fa-factor kapag zero. Kasi nga 'di ba nabanggit natin kanina sa na kapag n is equal to kapag n divided by 0, so ito kunwari yung any number natin and then ito yung 0 natin is equal to math error pag sa calcu. So technical wise lang. So that's why we are checking it and factoring it kasi nga n over 0 or n divided by 0 is math error or 0. So, yon. So, ngayon, since 0 siya, kailangan nating i-factor itong denominator natin. So, let me change the color ng ink para tayo malito. So, factor muna natin siya. K-factor. Factoring. So, x squared minus 7x plus 12. So, naalala niyo pa ba kung paano mag-factor? I think grade 9 tinuturo yung factoring. Naalala niyo pa? Yung mga shortcut when it comes to factoring? Naalala niyo pa guys? Or nalimutan niyo na?
Nalimutan na, ma'am.
Nalimutan na. So, pag nagfa-factor, meron akong shortcut. So, itong third term, ano bang kulay? Ito. Itong third term natin, okay, may nag-join. Okay, so itong third term natin, yung 12. So, we will look for the product ng 12 na yung sum ng product ng 12 will equal to negative 7. So, dito natin nilagay. So, ano ba yung tingin niyo na product ng 12 na pag pinag-add natin is negative 7? Sige, tingin niyo ano? Product ng 12 na pag pinag-add ay negative 7.
Always remember that the main source of natural light is the sun. So the sun is the main source of light in the world. These are just intuition lights.
Ano, wala? Ano bang product ng 12? Meron tayong 6 times 2. Pag pinag-add ba natin yung 6 times 2 ay 7. So, 6 plus 2 ay 9. So, hindi. Ano pang product ng 12? Okay, 4 at 3. So, 4 at 3. So, 4 times 3 ay 12. And 4 plus 3 ay 7. Pero ang ating middle term ay negative 7. So, dapat ito ay negative 4 and negative 3 kasi negative 4 times negative 3 ay positive 12 and negative 4 plus negative 3 ay negative 7. So, ang factor natin would be
So what does it mean? So it means that light travels in a straight line. It is transmitted when nothing else.
so x
So even though
minus 4
kapag walang harang,
and x minus 3, di ba? So, pag ginamit natin yung FOIL method, x minus 4 times x minus 3. So, x times x ay x squared and 4, x times 3 ay 3x, negative 3x, and negative 4 times x ay negative 4x. And then, 4 times 3, negative 4 times 3 ay positive 12. And then, x squared, negative 4x plus negative 3x ay negative 7x plus 12. So, tama yung ating factor. Okay, next. So, after natin siyang i-factor, ito yung magiging next step natin. So, we will, evaluate.
Particular source forms a short shadow, while an object near to the source forms a long shadow. So kapag
Okay, so ito na yung ating magiging denominator, di ba? Yun na factor na natin siya. So, going back dito, x minus 4 over x minus 4
for example, pag tumatak kayo ng flashlight,
times x minus 3, di ba?
pagkakay mo lang yung shadow ng flashlight is basic. Kapag kayo nilapit, yung shadow ng flashlight ay nakapal.
Okay, ngayon, pwede na natin siyang i-simplify. So, x minus 4 and divided by x minus 4, ito, cancel na to, di ba? And then, yung may iwan na lang dito ay, kasi di ba x minus 4 divided by x minus 4 is equal to 1. So, may iwan na lang dito ay 1 over x minus 3. Di ba? So, now, pwede na natin siyang i-evaluate. Okay, so lagay natin dito second step.
Because our body is an opaque material. So that's why we do what that's why
So, second step
ask of the shadow. Or that's when we modify the animal. Because our body is opaque. So imagine our body
is evaluate.
like the plastic. So the light of this pass through our body. So mapalabas ang reality yung
Okay, so paano natin siya i-evaluate? So, we can evaluate it by substituting uli ng ating function doon sa value ng x. Or yung x na to, yung 4 na to, substitute natin siya sa value ng x. So, meron tayong 1 over x minus 3. So, ito na lang yung ating equation kasi nga na-cancel na yung x minus 4. So, substitute natin yung value. So, 1 over yung value ng ating x or ng constant ay 4 minus 3. Ito pala 4. Sorry, ito pala yung 4 natin. Abutin na lang 4 din. 4. And then, 1 minus all over, 1 over 4 minus 3. So, 1 over 4 minus 3 ay 1. And 1 divided by 1 is equal to 1. So, therefore, ito na yung ating final answer. Yung limit ng x minus 4 over x squared minus 7x plus 12, x approaches a is equal to 1. So, yan na yung ating final answer. Okay pa rin? Nakakasunod pa rin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next. So, we will proceed on our last example. Last example na tayo kasi may seat work kayo ngayon. Okay, for our last example. So, let's say we have okay, so let's say we have limit of square root of x minus 6 minus 1 all over 7 minus x. X approaches to 7. Okay, so since fraction siya, so we will check kung 0 ba yung denominator niya, yung first step natin kanina. So we will check if 0 ang denominator. So ang denominator natin ay 7 minus x. And then itong x, papalitan natin yung function niya ng given natin na value ng constant. So we have 7. So 7 minus 7 is equal to 0. Kaya yan. So since 0 yung kanyang denominator, we need to have some factoring. But as you can see, itong 7 minus x, parang hindi naman siya pwedeng i-factor out. Tama? Wala siyang factor. Maliban na lang kung 1 times 7 minus x yan, di ba? Pwede lang natin siyang i-factor kung 1 times 7 minus x. Pero parang ganun lang din. So wala lang tayong binago. So, ang gagawin natin dito, so naalala niyo yung sinabi ko kanina na merong ibang cases na hindi factoring kapag 0. Or not all cases is factoring yung gagawin natin. So, ang gagawin natin dito is, magra-rationalize tayo dito. So, how are we going to solve this? So, the possible way to solve this is, imumultiply natin ito by its conjugate na function. So, yung conjugate function nito is, so, mumultiply natin siya by
So, okay, materials may pass each other.
square root of x minus 6 plus 1
So, materials like you
all over
clear glass.
x minus 6
They're examples of transparent materials.
plus 1 is square root of,
Objects that allow
okay, so the conjugate function. So, eto, same lang yan sila ng ano, parang ganito. So, if you can remember yung ano, yung x minus y times x plus y is equal to x square minus y square. So, that is the same lang. So, dito, matatanggal lang yung radical. Okay, so palitan ko lang yung ink color ko ng yellow. Ayan, so dito natin nilagay. So dito matatanggal lang yung kanyang radical. Kasi di ba, square root times square root. So, we have x minus 6 minus 1. Kasi negative times positive ay negative. And then, 7 minus x times square root of x minus 6 plus 1. Okay? Yan, sunod, simplify natin. So, x minus 6 minus 1. So, negative 6 minus 1 is equal to negative 7. So, x minus 7 over 7 minus x times square root of x minus 6 plus 1. Okay, x minus 6. So, dito, hindi natin makakancel tong cx minus 7 at c7 minus x. Kasi nga magkaiba yan sila. Unless ito, mapapalitan natin. So, ang gagawin natin is ibabalance natin itong dalawa para makancel natin to. So, ang gagawin natin is, itong 7 minus x is i-factor natin siya or imumultiply natin siya by negative 1. So, negative 1
mirror, they exhibit the property of light, which is reflection.
So, negative 1
Reflection, that is simply the
times
bouncing
7
Then
minus
the
x.
bouncing of light from
So,
outside.
negative 1 times 7 will be negative 7.
Next one is we have refraction.
Tapos,
So,
negative
refraction
1 times negative
if
x
light
ay
is not
positive x.
So, look
Kaya
at
yan,
the
so,
picture.
pareho na sila, di ba? Negative 7 plus x is just the same with x minus 7.
So, what is the reason of that? So, bakit
So, ngayon, pwede na natin siyang i-cancel. So,
broken?
x minus 7,
It explains the reason of
tapos negative 7
that light
plus
travels at a
x
very fast rate. So, that is. However, this speed is constant.
multiplied by
Light travels through an object
x
like
minus
glass and
6
water. Tulad ng nasa photograph.
plus
So, the
1.
decrease in the speed of its travel results in light being bent.
And then, itong x minus 7 at negative 7 plus x ay cancel na. So, matitira na lang ay itong
being of light. So, kaya the pencil appears
1 over
when sa dito sa
square root of x minus 6
yung speed ng light is
plus 1.
sa glass. And
Kinakasunod pa ba?
kaya ganito yung itsura ng lapis.
Yes, ma'am.
Sa
How about the others? Nakakasunod pa ba?
gagawin ko din, hindi naman balik nyo. Kapag yung gagawin yung lapis, hindi naman balik.
Ma'am, paano yun na... Ma'am,
Paano, ano?
paano yun nawala yung square root ng numerator?
By the conjugate, kasi di ba minultiply natin siya sa conjugate niya. So, square root of x minus 6 times square root of x minus 6. So, makakancel yung kanyang square root.
Ah, okay po.
Yung sunlight, dadaan siya sa droplets ng rain. So, mag-verify.
Okay, so next is, so meron na tayong 1 over square root of x minus 6 plus 1. Yan. Okay, next, yan na, meron na tayong next is, ito na, pwede na natin i-substitute yung function ng ating limit. So, we have ang 7. So, itong 7 na to is, isa-substitute lang natin siya dito sa function ni x. Dito na x. So, we have 1. Okay, siyadong malaki pala.
So, again, since wala siya
So, we have 1 over square root of 7
no, don't leave yet. You're going to watch the video. You still have time.
minus 6 plus 1. Ayan. So, square root of 7 minus 6.
1, ma'am. Ay, tama.
Yes, 1. Tama, 1. Okay, so,
1/2.
square root of 7 minus 6 ay 1 plus 1, di ba?
Ma'am.
So, 1 over square root of 1 ay 1 plus 1. And then, 1 over 1 plus 1 ay 2. So, there you have it. Our limit is equal to 1/2. Okay, so ito na yung ating limit. So, dito siya. Ang ating limit ay 1/2.